Hey, hello, welcome to the pond. Please pull up a lily pad, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll begin. With a landmass that stretches over 5 million miles, the majority of it's completely covered by masses of snow and icy rock, and this is all year round. Antarctica, it's full of fascinating features and facts, but also carries a lot of mystery to it. And when we discover and hear some of these strange, mysterious stories, uh, well, one can't help but wonder what's lurking beneath and beyond. And I believe it's quite a lot. But anyway, here are 10 interesting facts and mysteries, which you just might not know. One of the sights that you wouldn't expect to see, amongst the beautiful white blankets of snow and everything, nestled away, there's actually a waterfall. It's located in the McMurdo Dry Valley region, I believe. It's also known as Blood Falls, and that's the name given for the gruesome red oozing liquid, which has also been described as flowing blood, believe it or not. And this passes right through the Taylor Glacier. It was first discovered by geologist Griffith Taylor way over 100 years ago. The cause of this surprising occurrence, from what I remember reading, it actually had scientists baffled for a long time. But research conducted by the University of Alaska Fairbanks has shown that the reason for the waterfall turning blood red, it's to do with the reaction of large amounts of iron and sodium in the water, you know, and alongside oxygen, when exposed to air, and the red color is the oxidized iron. It's like the same way rust works. When it turns crimson red, same sort of way. Now, could this be true? What are your opinions and thoughts about this? There's a piece of floating ice, must be about the size of France, connected to the permanent mainland, has an eerie way of communicating with explorers. The rough surface of the, as it's known, Ross Ice Shelf lets out like an almost continuous hum of low tones. These vibrations, the human ear can't pick them up, they're far too low, and they were only made audible by accelerating the recordings up to, I think it was 1200 times. But these recordings do reveal these mysterious sounds of the ice, resembling the sound of a didgeridoo. I believe it was first heard in 2018. The researchers that captured these like haunting sounds, they were stunned, excited. Some of them went to dive deeper into whatever this was, but others weren't so sure. These eerie, never-ending, low-drone sounds. Questions, whether there could be something else lurking out there amongst the snow and ice. I wouldn't blame them for thinking that either. But they did decide to help monitor changes from afar. Extremely sensitive sensors were buried 2 meters, I think it was, under the surfaces to capture seismic motions, I believe it's called. Uh, Tell us what you think about this one. Do you ever get that feeling you're not alone? Well, these harsh conditions and the varying sunlight hours, they have been known to cause hallucinations. The third man factor was alluded to T.S. Eliot's 1922 poem, The Wasteland, and it describes instances where explorers they start to feel or see presence and shadows and cast around them and afar. This specific reference was inspired by Ernest Shackleton's Antarctic expeditions, where every member of the group was believed to have, the shared experience, they say. And the event is supposed to bring comfort to people who are going through like the most desperate, traumatic times. Therefore, it's not unreasonable to assume that it plays a big part in the final moments of some unfortunate people's lives. Hmm. Let us know what you think about this one. Now, to describe the conditions in Antarctica as harsh, That would be a massive understatement. And because of this, many of the first explorers perished like throughout the 19th, 20th centuries. But thankfully, today the advancement of technology and stuff, precautions have been made visiting the continent much safer in modern times, if you would say. You know, it's not known exactly how many have died over the years, but it is a fair few, and it is certain that not every dead body has been retrieved. There's hundreds of corpses frozen and buried in the ice and snow, according to the most reliable estimations, which I looked up. It was quite a while ago. It was quite high, and also murder. It's not completely unheard of in this environment. You know, Despite there being no permanent residents, you know, I think there's an unconfirmed report that a Russian scientist murdered a colleague with an axe, 1959, 1960 or something, after losing a chess match. Chess was allegedly swiftly banned following that incident, I believe. If it is still to this day, who knows? Let us know what you think of this one. What could be more terrifying than the giant icy landmass that stretches for miles upon end? Uh, Perhaps we're throwing an enormous gaping hole, spanning thousands of square miles. And what's more, no one knows where this hole's come from or what's in it. It all started in 2017. Well, it went back before then, but it reappeared in 2017. Just appeared out of nowhere in the Antarctic ice, known as a Polynia, I believe. It was spotted during the depths of the Antarctic winter, and is approximately 3,700 square miles. Well, when it was first observed, and over the next few weeks, its increase in size was more than 8 times. And another Polynia in the same place also appeared in the 1970s before it eventually just closed on its own. Now, researchers believe it was caused by a powerful cyclone passing through, but it sounds like they're just giving us another reason to stay well clear of the area. What do you think about this one then?